Being a student athlete requires a great amount of time. Not only do you compete on your selected team, you also have to maintain your GPA, attend class, and make sure your body stays in the best shape. When one of our Liberty University Club sports student athletes get injured, our team of athletic trainers step in to help ensure a speedy recovery and make sure the athlete gets the attention they need.
So we work with our strength and conditioning coaches to try and prevent some injuries or some complaints that we see commonly throughout different teams. In the case the injuries do happen, they are free to come in here so that we can check them out, get them the treatment that they need. We work with a PT weekly if they need any extra rehabilitation.
We do have 41 club sports, and so that becomes a challenge when dealing with that many teams. But we're blessed with a great staff who, so it's myself and another full-time and Tiffany, and then we have 4 GAs, and we basically divide up the teams. We basically have each person 5 different teams or 5 different sets of teams in order to make sure that they're qualified and they're covered. Basically that's how it works, and then we just kind of like, all hands on deck, for a lot of different events, and we just work well as a team to make sure that they're covered. The teams that get probably the most priority are our high incident teams that have contact, and so we make sure they're covered with an AT that travels with them, and so that also helps spread out the workload as well.
One aspect that our team of athletic trainers focus on is concussion testing. While all parts of the body are important, this team stresses the importance of making sure each athlete is taking care of their brain.
So we started using an electronic concussion baseline test, which has allowed us to baseline more athletes so that we have more information on them in the event that they do suffer a concussion throughout their season. This just kind of helps us make sure they're fully returning to their normal status so that they're safely returning to play.
God gave us one brain, right? So concussion testing is super important to us, and that brain is something that they're going to need for the rest of their lives. And so we want to make sure that if they're participating in our sports, that we're taking the best care of them possible, and that's making sure their brain health is good too. So when all our athletes come in, they are baseline tested, and that computer gives us scores, and those scores are just kind of kept on the computer until we need them. And then if an athlete does get injured, we will take them through the test again, the same exact test, and then grab that score and compare it with their first score. And if there's any discrepancies, and that's when we can tell which part of their brain is kind of struggling with this concussion and how we're going to need to treat them, whether we refer them to our physical therapist who we use for vestibular testing or for vestibular therapy. Basically, we just use that to make sure that before they return to competition that their brain is healthy and healed and ready to go back. And we want to make sure that we are preparing them for a lifetime of athletics and not just here now at Liberty University.
Angie Witt, our Assistant Athletic Director of Sports Medicine, has worked with college athletes for a long period of time. Each year, her love for these student athletes grows. Her mission is to not only handle their physical needs, but to also help them with their mental and spiritual needs as well.
Well, college athletics is exciting and it's fun, and these kids, as I like to call them, come in and they're ready to perform at their best, and we want to make sure that we give them the capability to do that, and not only taking care of them physically, but also if they come in with an injury, we want to make sure that their emotional needs are taken care of, that their spiritual needs are taken care of, and again, we want to treat the body holistically and making sure that they have the support they need to compete at the highest level. And club sports is a unique place to where they're student athletes first, but they still want to be athletes and they still want to compete, and we all have the drive to win and do the best for the glory of God, and we want to give them that platform so when they go on and when they are successful, that they have that ability to just share Jesus with people.